What's up, Heat Nation? We have breaking news. Kyle Lowry has officially been traded. Finally, the Miami Heat are acquiring Terry Rozier from the Charlotte Hornets for Kyle Lowry and a first-round draft pick. Welcome back to the Team to Beat Miami Heat basketball channel. My name is Amir, and before I get into the trade, I just want to thank everybody for their continued support. I'm on my path to 600 subscribers, so if you could hit subscribe to the channel, that would mean a lot. So Kyle Lowry is officially off the team after 2.5 seasons. He signed a 3-year contract for $80 to $90 million. He was making $29.7 million this season on an expiring contract. And the Miami Heat were on a 3-game losing streak, and we were playing terribly offensively. Kyle Lowry was non-existent, coming off the bench recently, playing 24 minutes a game and averaging like 4 points per game. So kind of crazy that we actually pulled off this trade. It's been a while since the Miami Heat have been rumored and linked to someone and have actually succeeded in acquiring that player. The Terry Rozier trade is not on the same caliber as like a Donovan Mitchell, KD, or Dame Lillard trade. But either way, we got Scary Terry on our team, so I'm pretty stoked about this upgrade. I think he's going to be a great fit. Obviously, a great upgrade compared to Kyle Lowry, who's averaging 8 points a game. Terry has been averaging 23 points, around 7 assists per game, even though it's on the Charlotte Hornets, and LaMelo was injured for a portion of the season. But I think he's going to come in, if he can average like 15 points, maybe 4 assists for us, and be that person that can get a bucket when our team is stagnant, and we have been stagnant. The team has been anemic on offense. We're basically 20th in offensive rating, 26th in scoring, and we can't rebound, which is another issue. So I think one other hole we need to plug up is a power forward spot, someone taller than Caleb Martin or Haywood Highsmith or Jaime Jaquez, who are all small forwards or shooting guards, and maybe a backup center to Bam Adebayo. I know Kevin Love's been playing a little backup center and 4. So still not done, I guess, but I think this definitely positions us to contend and possibly make a deeper run now. So Kyle Lowry, thank you for your services. It wasn't all horrible. You played okay at the beginning of the year, and you did some things well for us, but you were inconsistent. You're 38. Like, you already won your championship. You got your ring. Now get bought out and go back home to Toronto and end your career. So thank you for your services. Really appreciate you. But now it's Scary Terry time. Excited. I think we didn't give up too much. I think we had to throw in that sweetener of the first-round pick, which is totally fine. So Kyle Lowry and a first-round pick for someone who's 29, in their prime, who could score, who could facilitate, but more importantly, a 3-level scorer at that point guard position. So again, I don't expect him to average 23.7 assists playing with Tyler Hero, Jimmy, and Bam. But if you can get us like 15 or 16 points per game, that's going to be huge. Another double-digit scorer on this offense, which is pretty good, I think. So too bad we weren't able to get Miles Bridges. I know we would probably had to throw in Caleb Martin and something else to make the money work, and probably had to throw in something else for the sweetener. But because Miles Bridges has been balling of late for the Hornets. But excited the Miami Heat acquired Terry Rozier. On the podcast episode yesterday on the roundtable, we talked about how we need to do this now and not wait till the 8th. And we need to get him in uniform as soon as possible, because we have a gauntlet of crazy games that we need to win for seeding purposes, so we can not be in the play-in. And I'm excited that we made the move now, which is great. So the Heat are positioned right at the $182 million second apron. They're actually at $189 million over at the moment because of Tyler Hero's unlikely bonuses. So that matters, because if the Heat takes on an initial salary, either by signing a player with its last roster spot, because we do have another roster spot, we never signed that 15th person, the Heat will be considered a second apron team starting in the offseason, and that would mean that until June 30th, Miami would not be allowed to aggregate contracts or include cash in a trade, and therefore not be allowed to buy a second-round pick if that next disgruntled all-star like a Donovan Mitchell becomes available. But I think we take ourselves out of that by losing that first-round pick and getting Terry, and I think we're kind of all in a sense. I mean, I feel like the team just needed a tweak and a small upgrade and not like a massive overhaul to win. So let's see. We have 40 something games to experiment until the playoffs with Scary Terry. So I'm for it. I'm happy. Thanks for your services, Kyle. But what a day, man. I'm pumped. We finally got someone. I'm happy we got either him or DeJounte, as we talked about on other episodes and videos. So super pumped. We're going to do another episode of the Roundtable today with the guys. So we'll talk more about this in depth. Thanks, guys.